Hello and welcome back to more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we finished up the first case of the game, which was Turnabout Target, and today we'll be playing through, or starting up the second case of the game, which is the Imprisoned Turnabout. Let's do it. Wait, what? Him? Oh! What? Wait, slow down. Back up a step. What? What? Wait, hold it a second. Okay, rewind. We need to back up to the beginning of that. Whoa, okay, so Horace Knightley? That was him. I'm not imagining it, right? That was him with the yellow hair? And a bulldog was there? I have some questions. Okay, March 27th, 10:16 a.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. No one has anything interesting to say, apparently. He's not coming! He's not coming, sir! How long does he intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth! There's no need to get your crap in a twist. Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what's going on? It is certainly strange. I'll try calling him one more time. It's terrible. It's Knightley. He's been murdered. What? What'd you say? Murdered? Inside the detention center? Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. You there, take us to the crime scene. Post haste. Yes, sir. Knightley's not in his cell? I thought he was being held there. What are you doing, sir? This way. Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the... Ah, it's the prison. Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there? Those cells were just passed out, or those cells were just passed a part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily, while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. This is where criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentences, pal. It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please follow me. So the prison connects directly to the detention center? That's okay. What is this, an Indiana Jones mine? What there's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? I have so many questions. Okay, freaking this case needs to slow the hell down. What the... Okay, first off, that room out there looked like we were going to the mines in Indiana Jones. And then this room... do I even want to know what that restraint back there is supposed to contain? Is it supposed to contain the bulldog that we saw? I don't even want to know. I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center, holding cells. They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here. Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir? Huge metal doors and a long passageway. We're just, by the way, we are just jumping straight into it, like no intro whatsoever. We're talk about hitting the ground running. Like seconds after the case starts, we're already looking at a map of the crime scene, which apparently is inside a prison. Which this is wow. Okay, as a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Okay, floor plan is jotted down on my organizer. I have a rough idea of them in my head right now. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. as one would logically assume. Yep. Alright, begin investigation. Here we go. So, there's a lot of things that I want to look at here. There's this pen back here. Let's start with this. This section of the room is covered in dirt. The dirt has thousands of footprints on it, sir. There are too many footprints. It wouldn't be easy to identify them all. Until the forensics arrive, we probably shouldn't tamper with this area. Detective, please don't trip and fall in the dirt. I'll be careful, sir. I don't want to get my favorite coat dirty. I'm more worried that you'll mess up the footprints. Okay. Well, I guess we're not investigating that. Also, no joke, I looked at that hook up there and I thought it was Squidward's head. Or at least a vague resemblance of Squidward's head. Anyway, alright, so what exactly is this? We won't rest until we steal every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Wait, switch screens. I can... Okay, that's... interesting. I mean, yeah, well, yes, we've always been able to pan up and down. But, like, this is a DS game. Shouldn't we be able to use both screens? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so... where do we even begin? I mean, I'll start with this right here. It looks like a whip, which, look, I mentioned Indiana Jones earlier, but I didn't actually think we were gonna find a whip here. There's also some colorful sheets. Oh, that's not what I... Okay, I thought I investigated the whip. They're the most eye-catching thing in the room. They don't fit in with the prison. There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. Ah, there we go. It reminds me of the whip lady. Ah, Francisca von Karma. Maybe she left her whip here? I doubt she'd ever leave here with her whip behind. Well, I mean, she kind of did do that in Justice for All, and we had to bring it back to her, but, yeah, never mind. Okay, so, moving on, we probably should have checked this first, but I wanted to check this first because I thought this would be the Bulldog's pen area, and then that led me to investigate this, and now we're finally actually checking the body. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. By the way, I like how Edgeworth has more authority and more investigative prowess than anybody, like any of the actual police force members here. It's like, yikes. Anyway, where do we even begin? I mean, we'll start with where the most amount of blood is. Ah! The blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red. The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Are these bruises? Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head? I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, did you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Sure thing! Here, Gummy! Thanks, pal! Alright, I'm taking the picture, sir. I hope we see Francisco von Karma soon, by the way. Because that was the... I like the dynamic that Francisca, Edgeworth, and Gumshoe had. I hope we see more of that throughout the game. So I hope she makes an appearance and she actually has a major role to play. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. There appears to be a dirt stains in several places. Okay. Cause of the penetrating wound in the neck, died instantly, covered in dirt. There are small bruises on his head. He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me, sir. Detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. Also, I saw this. Is this a miniature chessboard? Huh? What's this? Mr. Gumshoe, I just said Mr. Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office. It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's. That's a really tiny chessboard. That's smaller than his hand. Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center. By playing by himself? What was he doing? Jerry's game? He was in his cell and he played one side and then he switched to the other side of the table and did the other pieces as well. Literally Jerry's game. Alright, and then there's also a glove right here. This is a rubber glove. Yes, there's no mistake, it's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? Let me take a closer look. Okay. Well, let's see what we can investigate. We have, there's blood here, dirt here, or I guess maybe oil, I don't know, and then alright, so that's for inmate use. It says for inmate use. That must mean... A prisoner used this glove? Yes, that's what I was thinking. And then, of course, there's blood up here. The fingers of the glove are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Why is that? If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around a glove. Ah, I see. The blood would have only gotten on the edges of the glove. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood. That must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there. What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmates use these for prison labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. Single glove left behind at the crime scene used for prison labor covered in blood and mud. Hey, that rhymes. What's the rope doing here? He's covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope on top of the sheet. Was lightly tied up with this rope? Rope data jotted down in my organizer. Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. Yikes, the sheet is bright red! These appear to be bloodstains. The bloodstains appear to belong to the victim and has a colorful pattern. Let me guess, we have to connect this to the other piece of logic we picked up. Because they're the same sheets. We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. Really? There's still something else here that we have to examine? What have we not searched so far? We've searched the blanket. We've searched pretty much everything here. Are you sure? I mean, maybe his hand is open. Is there something in his hand that I can't see because of the pixelation? There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. Well, I didn't do anything yet. Yeah, but you were going to. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to connect the two logic pieces together because we have the stacked sheets in this room, and we now have logic pieces that show that these were also sheets that were used in the murder. A pretty simple logical deduction, but still, a deduction nonetheless. The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. It's the same as the bloodstained sheet. That's right. Okay, don't steal my lines like that. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief. I thought you was on hiatus. Bloodstained sheet data jotted down in my organizer. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence. Yeah, with the three of us here, it's a piece of cake. Right, Gummy? That's right, pal. We're the invincible trio. It's too early to stop celebrating. There is still something we haven't found yet. The murder weapon? What haven't we found yet, sir? The murder weapon. We have no murder weapon here. What is missing from the crime scene? The murder weapon is missing from the crime scene. The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. Now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir. Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics? I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see. You have a point. What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Yeah, well, we don't exactly... There are visitors here already. But, well, yeah, that's the other thing. There's very little regulation. Like, just a prosecutor, a detective, and a great thief with a key in her hair are just allowed to roam around the back room murder scene of a prison. Like, you'd think that there'd be guards swarming this room, but I guess not. Anyway. Oh, what is this music? Oh my god! Is eargasmic is eargasmic an appropriate term to use here? Because if so, this music, oh my god. My ears have not been this pleased since I heard Godot's theme song last year. Also, who is this absolute Chad who's sporting the music? Oh, I just want to sit here and listen to the music all day. This I don't want to... I don't want to talk. Because it sounds so good. Oh my god. I'm gonna find out the name of this music as soon as I'm done recording. And I'm gonna have it on repeat all day long. God, what voice do I give a legend with this type of music? Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? You're... Huh? You... Aren't you... That piercing gaze, that furrowed brow. It has been a long time. Mr. Shields, oh, you know him. Yes, that frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred, what now? I'm not sure, I'm not sure you're caught up with recent events here, buddy. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man. Detective, it's fine. Oh, it starts at the beginning again. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you... Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray. Your Uncle Ray? What? Edgeworth's uncle? So, wait a minute, this game needs to slow... Alright, you know what, if anyone on this planet is worthy of this music, it would absolutely be Edgeworth's uncle. But also, game, you gotta slow down for me here, what the... You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray's been overseas these past few years. But you know... There's something I still haven't forgotten about you and your betrayal. My what? Oh, because because his dad was a defense attorney, so he became a prosecutor instead. I'm calling it now. That's gonna be what it is. I'm getting some bad vibes here over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you, Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Yep, that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. Funny joke! It's Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Gay Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief. But I'm currently on hiatus. Great thief? Well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out. The registration forms? That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang. I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls. I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug then, as a sign of affection? No, I guess not. This isn't Europe after all. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it? That's exactly what's happening here. Hey! You've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. Eh? Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right, or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Wow, okay, wow, that was, so, Uncle Ray, huh? I have like 1,000 questions. Oh, but also, those questions can wait because this music... Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I want this on loop all day long. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy, as was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. I even brought him a California roll. Mr. Shields, you can't bring food into the detention center. Ah, is that right? Well then, Would you like it? No thanks. Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way? That is a thing of the past. Is that right? So, you sure you don't want it? I told you I don't want it. Did you meet with Knightley? We met yesterday. They called me over as soon as Knightley boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfere with his plans. He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me? I frequent the visitors room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. Heh, so you're a regular at this prison. Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors room, but I've also been in here before. Then, I should ask him about this room. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? The lecture room, the morgue, or the entertainment room? It's none of these. The map called it a workroom. But the entertainment room sounds the funniest given the circumstances, so I'm gonna pick this one. The entertainment room. Wow, Prosecutor Edgeworth sees this place as an entertainment room. And why not? There are plenty of toys here. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is wrong! The correct answer is the workroom. I knew that. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. The inmates will carry out various kinds of prison labor in here. It also serves as a rehab program allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who is in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there, could you tell us? Yes, sir. This room doesn't use any locks and keys. What a great idea. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... Wee you, an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. And the only way to remove the bracelets is by escaping the nonary games. Sorry, I still have that game on the brain. Because so when you mention bracelets that do something when you go through a door, I can't help but think of 999. Anyway, yeah, that's terrifying. It's to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them. To deactivate the sensor first. Nah, it's easy. You just gotta find the red or the dead or whatever on the other side of the door. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has used this room. I'm sure of it. Well, I mean, obviously that's not true. So not one inmate has entered this room today. Door sensor data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, if that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. Yeah, the glove, because if no one was in here, then obviously the glove wouldn't be there. I would use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. But first, we're gonna sit here and listen to this music for a little bit. I wouldn't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I'll deduce the glove right down here. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence that I hold? Yes. Yes, it is. It is connected to the door sensor. One moment. Eureka! The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they're wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction. Then who left this rubber glove in here, sir? I don't know, yet. However, it seems that the rubber glove is connected to our case. Investigation complete. Alright, well, we got a fair amount of information. God, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Mr. Shields. What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they're Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility, or let me guess, guard dogs? Well, you'll see one once you leave the room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey! You're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal! What now? Don't you trust me? I mean, how could you not trust a man with that awesome music? Like, oh, this absolute chat of a human being deserves all of my trust to the ends of the earth. What did you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. I guarantee you it's gonna be the guard dogs. Alright, let's follow him out of here. March 27th, 11:06 a.m., prison hallway. This place is a little... Oh dear God. There are more than just... Is that a horse? And a monkey? And is that a pig? That's goddamn... Okay. So, we gotta... Alright, wait. Oh, okay. So, wait a minute. Why? What? So, I was initially confused by the horse. Then I was confused by the monkey. Now I'm triply confused by the pig. And there's a bunny rabbit in here? And a cat? And apparently we also know there's a guard dog. But I'm just... What? Animals? Yep, animals. According to the guard, they introduced animal therapy here several years ago. You're gonna do animal therapy with these animals? With a pig? Really? That's your plan? Is animal therapy with a pig? The bunny rabbit and the cat? I can see that. The horse I don't think is gonna fit through the cell door, but sure. The monkey? I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. I mean, apes are pretty smart, so if it's an ape, then okay, sure, I'll buy that. But the pig? Also, why are they just out in the open? Each prisoner is assigned one animal. Oh, I feel so bad for the person who got the pig. Oh, for whoever got the pig, you have my condolences. I mean, that means, I say that, but then I think to myself, oh wait, they probably gave the pig to the person who committed the worst crime, so on second thought, I'm like, on second thought, nah, you deserve the pig. Huh, that seems kind of fun. Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have. Ah, so you mean that workroom? Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. Okay then. So then the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is... Right, these animals. What? But that doesn't make any sense, pal! Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man? Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them. Microchip? It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, psh, and the microchip is inserted. What? That sounds painful! I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. Door sensor date updated in my organizer. Wow, okay. So that explains how the dog got into the room. I haven't seen the dog yet, by the way. So maybe someone put some kind of food or something in the rubber glove to make the dog pick it up and carry it into the room. But still, they can't go out of the prison. The prisoner's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh? What's that? Is that a bell? What's that? Oh, hi, friend. Hi, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so if I was in this room right now, this would be the moment when I run the other direction as fast as I possibly could. Which ordinarily is not a great idea when there's a dog in the room, because usually, what I learned the hard way when I was young, alright, story time. Everyone loves story time, or maybe not, I don't know. But when I was young, like super young, I was in my neighborhood. My dad and I were outside. I don't know what we were doing. I think we were playing, like, maybe playing catch, tossing frisbees back and forth, whatever it was. We were doing something outside. And across the street, I see out of the corner of my eye this ginormous dog. Like, I talked before about how Forgetful Gal 45 has these, like, ginormous dogs that, like I swear, every time I'm around those dogs, they want to eat me, I swear. But, so, this was many, many years ago, when I was super, super young. Across the street, this dog is even bigger than her dogs. And, like, I see it, and it doesn't see me at first. The dog doesn't see me. And then there's a woman running by, and she's just minding her business, going for a jog. But she looks at the dog, and I guess because I was glancing in her direction, I thought it was her dog. So she looked at me and she said, "Oh, don't worry, he's not my dog." Saying those words caused the dog to look up from the ground and stare deep into my soul, because that dog had decided, ooh, I've selected my next victim. And, like, in the matter of 5 seconds, my dad told me, run inside the house. So I took off at the speed of sound, and I just bolted inside the house as fast as my little legs could carry me. And the dog, this dog activated Sonic the Hedgehog mode and sped after me, also at the speed of sound. And my dad did what he could to try to to keep the dog back while I ran into the house. But I'm not even kidding you. Like, as if it was a movie. I ran into the door, I slammed the door shut as the dog was approaching the front door. It was one of the scariest moments of my life. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it was big, it was intimidating, it was, like, I probably imagined this part, but it looked like it had really, really sharp and dangerous teeth. It was a scary moment. I did not, no. So, if I see this dog, if I was in this, to bring it back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2, if I was in this room and I saw this giant dog appear out of nowhere, looking like that, like, no, I'm leaving, goodbye, you can solve this murder by yourself, I'm a go now, thanks. What's this? This dog, it has a bell on its collar. Was this a sound that we heard earlier? Oh, Jesus Christ. Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other? I mustn't lose. Is having a staring contest? A staring contest with the dog. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame the dog myself. Here, boy, here, boy. Okay, this dog seems fine. This dog seems tame. It completely ignored me, sir. That's fine. I'd prefer the dog ignore us. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, we question those related to the case, pal. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know. Just some random inmate. He's completely ignoring me, sir. You there, do you know anything about the incident? Ah, he's scary. Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or, how about an introductory hug? It's time. What was that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much? Aww. That's adorable. I mean, not the dude who's ready to box me with giant metal balls hanging from his wrist. I'm talking about the cute little, I think it's a dog. Maybe it's a small bear. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's cute, and I want it. Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. Oh, you don't say. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is Albert. Okay. His name is Jailbird. Ah, funny. You see, it's funny because because he's a jailbird. Get it? It's a fun laugh. Gotta raise my metabolism. I can't let my muscles rest. Muscles aside, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight. Half the match is won even before it has begun. Yeah, gotta make the weight limit. Are you entering some kind of tournament? Ah, perhaps as a boxer. Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine. Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's hobby too. Okay, so it is a bear. Cute little bear. Yeah, he's hanging on like an apron. So cute. This is Rocky the polar bear. Okay. He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now answer the question. Didn't I just tell you I know nothing? Ugh, he has no intention of talking. In that case, you've got no choice but to use that. Chess. Is it time for chess? Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Railbird, by all means, you will tell us what you know. I think it's time for logic chess. Yeah, logic chess! Now, let's analyze the situation. Alright, two pieces. A fighting stance. It seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation will be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. Yes, I do remember, this was introduced to me only 2 days ago. I do remember how it works. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. Logic chess. Begin. Alright, what did you do today? Aside from hug a polar bear. Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me. Huh? If you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance. No, I will not be doing that. I don't want to agitate you even further. What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the world that is chess. By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me with that body of yours? I'm not taking him up on this offer. This is 100% bait. I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? Then what's with all that sweat? Buzz off! That's all I gotta say. I'm getting a little tired. What? How could you have been tired? Yeah, how could you have been tired out if you had been sitting in your cell the whole day? Little liar. You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago. Rocky, looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent. This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Oh, you don't say. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. Okay, I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO. Yeah, we're actually playing the wits path on Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. We're not playing the fists path. See, that joke would have made sense if I played this game back in February when that walkthrough was still going on. But, you know, whatever. Okay, what were you doing at the time of the incident? Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. I mean, that alone is not exactly all that much. Like, it's, wait, he's on the offensive, we're gonna wait. Okay, I didn't have time to explain because I had to respond quickly. So, basically, saying that he's wide awake is not inherently hard and fast proof. Because, like, I'm a morning person, so it doesn't really take me all that long to become super awake in the morning. Like, it does, usually a couple minutes after I wake up, I'm wide awake, ready to go. So, that's not exactly a hard and fast rule. Muscles strengthen while they are resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Oh, so you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. Wait, how did you know I'm a prosecutor? Wait a minute, I never mentioned that. I never mentioned that I was a prosecutor. How did you know that? Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? That's the conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you, by any chance, eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have possibly been asleep. You lied to us! You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that? Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue. Okay, so now that we know you're awake, did you notice anything during the incident? I mean, I don't know why he would've, because he was in his cell, and I doubt there's any way he could have seen anything, but still, better safe than sorry. Okay, he's not on the offensive. We're gonna push. We're gonna get a little bit more offensive on this one. We're gonna push a little bit further. Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Okay, he's getting weaker. Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. What? No, you were exercising. You were exercising. This guy sucks at lying. Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Man, this guy's resilient. What's I gonna say to counter? Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten the animals again. Wait, what do you mean again? Wait a minute, what do you mean again? You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mark. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? Gotcha! The bear does not look happy with me, but you know what? I really love this mechanic. It is so much fun. Damn it, how could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It started the animals. Dang, I would never have lost in a real ring. Checkmate. Logic chess complete. Yeah. Alright. This is so much fun. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case. Damn. Okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun. Oh? Please play the music again. Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one important thing to say. It must be fate that has brought us together after all these years. I have received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown. That person? Who is that person? You didn't know? The truth is, this doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know. Whoa there, you scared me. Don't get so worked up. You can do what you like. It doesn't matter to me. How you have been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel that it's my duty to report it to him. I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further. Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about? Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Elbird. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry. Okay, well, honestly, I want to talk to Mr. Fancy Music over there about what his problem is with Edgeworth. I mean, I can guess it's probably gonna be something along the lines of, you betrayed us. You went to become a prosecutor when you should have stood in a defense attorney like your father. But I guess let's wait and see. Recreation time, or I just said recreation time. You know what? Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. I returned this room and went straight to my training. Just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah, I've been stabbed!" Do I even need to explain this one? He was stabbed in the throat. He would not be able to shout anything. It sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help. No, and one more for good measure, no! He was stabbed in the throat, that's all. You really weren't bothered by that shout. Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison. Indeed, even if you wanted to take a look, he'd still be locked in his cell. Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. I get them from the supplier. The supplier? Supplier? You can get just about anything if you put in an order. It's our secret shop. That's quite convenient. So, if Uncle Ray wanted a cute girl, in that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. I like how Edgeworth just slid in like, hey, let's not go in that direction, shall we, Uncle Ray? Because I'm going to knock you down for the count in 1 hit. You're gonna KO me? Stop kidding around. Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray. I mean, if you start playing the music again, then maybe I won't ignore you. I don't know. Okay, so, this is an easy one. He literally could not have shouted anything, because he was stabbed in the goddamn neck. Solid 3 out of 10 attempt there, buddy. But, we got some evidence otherwise. Oh, wait 1 second. Objection! Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly? Why, you mocking me? The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. Objection music. So, why did you hear a non-existent scream? There should have been a scream. There should have been a scream. There should have been one. Dang it, I oughta rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the What? What? That makes even less sense. Somehow that makes even less sense. How? Your cells are right next to each other. How could he have heard something that you didn't? The next cell? The next cell? What's up? Yeah, I heard a scream. Recreation time had just ended. It happened after we returned to our shells. So then, I told that guy. I heard a great scream. Can you describe that scream for me? Sure, I never told that guy about the contents of the scream, though. Aye! Someone come quickly! A man screamed. Something like that. Your cells are right next to each other, and they're locked away with bars, not metal doors. If they were solid doors, then I'd be like, okay, maybe because they're enclosed spaces, he was close to the sound, maybe he could have heard it. But no, you're right next to each other, and the cells are locked away with bars. Anything he heard, you would have heard. So it wasn't the victim, but rather it was the first person to discover the body who screamed, probably being attacked by the guard dog. I see, that solves the mystery. So there was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony. No, is that really true? Or was there still a problem? Oh, there's still a gigantic problem with the testimony. No, in this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why did you not hear the scream? It's odd that he didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey, you! Why didn't you hear the scream, pal? You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in a stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? I don't think you killed them. I just think you have information that you're not telling us for some reason. That'd be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. Ugh! You guys don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive. Where are the guards? I nearly forgot, despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here. They're in cells. We will be fine. They can't get out of the cells. What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances. What? Who was that? Who the hell are you?
Please be silent.
What? Who are you? Can you see we're busy here?
Shh. Silence is golden.
Excuse me, who are you? What the?
Now, your hands. You shall remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful. You get to live your life without the need of money. You are to receive the blessings of the goddess of the law.
What?
Guard, if you would please.
Congratulations, you get to spend the night in the disciplinary room. No, not there. Anywhere but there.
Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins.
Stop it, no!
Oh, goddess of the law, give this man your blessing. I thank thee.
You are?
My name is Justin Courtney.
Justin Court, huh? Okay.
I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of the strength of the law.
A judge, you say? Why are you here?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. That is my appointed task. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the goddess of the law.
Since little Kay doesn't know, Uncle Ray will explain it for her. The PIC is an assembly comprised of 11 members. Their job is to check if prosecutors are doing their jobs properly. Well, okay, well, if you're here to do a checkup on me, I think you'll be most satisfied with what's occurred over the past couple games, because let me tell you, Edgeworth has been on a freaking roll. If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of the legal profession. So, I take it you are one of those members?
Indeed, I am thankful they judge me worthy of such a task.
I, too, am thankful that I was able to meet you here. Ahem. How about a hug of thankfulness?
The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association.
Hey! While you're at it, you think you could help my friend Phoenix out of a little jam he's gotten himself into? I'm not bitter. Hey, I was just kidding. You don't need to make such a scary face.
So your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Well said. May you be blessed by the goddess of the law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases, and so, those people not fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge.
What business does this whatchamacallit committee have from Mr. Edgeworth, pal? We're in the middle of an investigation. Here. Also, who are you? Yeah, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Wow, you're thick. Seriously, how thick-headed can you be? And just who do you think you are, pal?
Me? I'm a prosecutor, Sebastian de Best.
Let me guess. He's the best at what he does. Funny. Haven't you heard of me? At the prosecutor's office, everyone calls me the best. I'm so beloved there. I've never heard of you. Hey, you, Mr. Flatfoot. You've heard of me, right? This is the first time, pal.
Oh well, it can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake could have good ears.
Don't you mean slow on the uptake?
I suppose it's only natural as Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month.
Wait, he's just a rookie prosecutor? And he's already the best of the best?
Right, the best rookie prosecutor in the office.
Okay, buddy.
Or so he plans to be.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you made.
What do you mean?
The PIC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. De Best, I know what you're trying to say. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation.
Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the goddess of the law. The incident at the President's welcoming event, and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case.
Yeah, good luck.
And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all.
No. Just straight up, nah. Nice try. What? You gotta take him out of the case like that, pal? Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation.
The judgment is guilty. The goddess of law's verdict is absolute.
I have done nothing to warrant being taken off of this case.
You don't remember? Very well. In that case, I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the President's plane, which is protected by extraterritorial rights. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the President's personnel.
That's it? That's what you got? That's the best you got?
A single mistake could have sparked an international incident.
That's the best you got?
You crossed the line as a prosecutor.
Wait a minute. So now, I said, so let me get, alright, okay, wait a minute, okay. You had me for a while there, but now I'm confused. So in Rise from the Ashes, when Edgeworth was, like, being accused of forging evidence, no, he did actually use forged evidence to win a trial. That was like, you didn't exist for that. But now, because I called a search on a plane, now all of a sudden you're pissed off. Really? This is the thing that crossed the line. I'll admit, my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would never have been found. I have never considered my actions as a mistake. So, you're saying that as long as the ends justify the means... Oh god, not again with the end justifies the means.
The ends justifying the means, and my name is Professor Means. It's alright to ignore the rules. That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of the law.
I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking.
I see. That's a shame. Even so... The gavel must slam down at the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect do not consent to the verdict. All you can do is accept the blessings of the goddess of the law. Or, will you fight it and risk losing your badge?
She means to take my badge if I don't obey? Oh, that's too bad.
It seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed.
Hold it right there!
Hey, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on our side? You should listen to the new prosecutor in charge.
I don't want to work for you, pal!
But isn't that the job of a flatfoot?
We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer. Detective Gumshoe, you are now under Mr. DeBest's authority. But that's... Your Honor?
Yes? What is it?
This does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again.
Certainly. I look forward to that day.
Let's go, Kay.
Yeah!
Wait, is that Polly the goddamn parent? Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person. Who is that person? Yeah, but... What? That's it? You're gonna leave me here? You're just gonna leave me there till tomorrow? And yeah, I get the irony. It's like, oh, he's gonna leave us hanging until tomorrow too because he doesn't release the next episode until tomorrow. Yeah, I get it, but still... Okay, what? Like a million things happened in that episode. So we met Uncle Ray, we met Courtney, we met Justin Courtney, we met Sebastian. I just combined Sebastian DeBest. We met Jailbird, played logic chess against him. There's guard dog. I told a story about that dog. There's horses. There's pigs. There's monkeys. What is this case? I'm so excited to keep playing this case. And now we've been removed from the case? Wow. That was a lot. Okay, I can't wait to see where this goes. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Ace Investigations 2. Goodbye.